Knightdale used to be the town people drove past and were like, eh. Now it's the one they're fighting to get into. If you're thinking about moving to Knightdale, North Carolina, you need to hear both the pros and the cons before you make that move. Today, I'm breaking down the growth, the neighborhoods, the commercial expansion, the lifestyle perks, and the things that most videos don't talk about. My family and I moved here 8 years ago from Southern California, sight unseen. So we're boots on the ground, helping you to avoid the pitfalls that we had to go through. Do me a favor, and this will also help you, subscribe to our channel and grab your free buyer and seller relocation guide in the description box below. And make sure you stay until the end because the newest communities might surprise you. Now let's get into why Knightdale has become one of the fastest growing towns in Wake County. For years, Knightdale was considered close to Raleigh, but not Raleigh and not close enough. That's changed. The town has leaned into growth strategically, especially around infrastructure and mixed-use development. And one of the biggest advantages Knightdale has over many of the other suburbs is something simple but powerful. Knightdale has access, and I don't mean access to the best barbecue possibly on the East Coast, which they do. Knightdale has direct access to the I-540, which connects you to North Raleigh, Wake Forest, and eventually around the entire outer loop. You've got US 264 and I-87, US 64 running straight into downtown Raleigh in about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on traffic. And from there, there are connections to the I-40 that can take you to Costco, Trader Joe's, and so much more, on top of one of our favorite Mexican food places, Cheeto's Tacos, right next to those two stores. And compared to places like Holly Springs or Fuquay, where traffic funnels through two-lane corridors, getting in and out of Knightdale is honestly one of the easiest commutes in the triangle. And that accessibility is a huge pro. Now let's talk about the growth, because growth can be both a pro and a con. One of the jewels, Knightdale Station Park, completely changed the center of gravity here. This isn't just a park, it's a gathering space with trails, splash areas, playgrounds, events, food trucks, concerts, and it literally anchors around surrounding development. Homes around Knightdale Station Park have benefited from proximity to that walkability factor. The median home prices in Knightdale as of February 2026 are hovering around the mid 400,000s, which overall still positions it way below other Wake County suburbs. But again, micro markets matter. So the first community we're going to talk about is Stoneriver, and it's one of the more established communities in Knightdale. Originally developed in 2016, it does offer a strong community feel with the clubhouse and walking trails woven throughout the neighborhood. It's that kind of place where you'll see people out in the evenings with kids riding bikes and neighbors who actually are waving and using the amenities. As of February 2026, the median home price in Stoneriver is trending in the low to mid 500,000s depending on updates and lot size. Stoneriver tends to attract buyers who want established trees, decent amenities, and a neighborhood that already feels lived in without being outdated. Now, one of the new ones, Highland Summit by Marks Creek, just being developed by Dries Homes, is a premier new construction community. It's offering nice lots from 0.7 acres, which isn't too big, to 6.35 acres as of February 2026. This community offers privacy tucked away in a gem area on the backside of Knightdale on the Roseville, Wendell, and Wake Forest borders. Yes, all three. The median home price will be around $697,000 as of February 2026. The next community we're going to talk about is Savannah Oaks, which is a smaller and more upscale community that was built in phases through 2017 to 2021, and it offers walking and biking trails about 1 to 2 miles away and the community and family-friendly layouts are amazing with privacy, and that's definitely what our clients love about this community. The median home price is around $497,000 as of February 2026, which makes sense in these more upscale houses. The next community is Haywood Glen. This development was started in 2019 and includes a community pool and a bathhouse. They also have a water playground with splash areas. And there's also multiple playgrounds, a dog park, an exercise lawn, and walking paths with sidewalks throughout. With pricing generally in the $411,000 range as a median as of February 2026. And the villas in Haywood Glen are about $50,000 to $100,000 less expensive than the manors. There's a ton of amenities that's a great advantage for this price point in Knightdale. The next community is Forestville Village. It's a new luxury home and townhome community built by Toll Brothers, which, as you probably know, is one of the better builders in the United States. This neighborhood's newly opened resort-style amenities include a clubhouse, swimming pool with cabanas, playground, and walking and biking trails, providing built-in lifestyle features for residents right where they live. And again, its location, which is right outside the outer loop of the I-540, puts you minutes from Knightdale Station Park, commuter routes, dining, and retail, making daily living convenient whether you're headed to work or weekend recreation. The median home price here in Forestville Village is $497,000 as of February 2026. The next community is the Preserve at March Creek in Knightdale, North Carolina. And this community is designed as a vibrant, nature-inspired community offering an exceptional mix of everyday comfort and lifestyle amenities. This community is also a brand new community that just started building. This community also has a great median home price of $401,000 as of February 2026. The residents here will enjoy a resort-style pool with a cabana, which is perfect for cooling off and gathering with neighbors around the community. And you'll also be alongside scenic walking trails that weave all around the community and around some of the serene ponds. This is definitely ideal for leisurely strolls or morning jogs. The neighborhood includes a dog park and fenced areas where pets can play freely, a tot lot playground for your kiddos, and open space pocket parks and picnic areas that encourage family and outdoor relaxation. Additional community features like bocce ball courts, which I had to look up, I was like, I'm not sure. Meditation areas and connected green spaces that cultivate a welcoming environment for all ages. This is going to be an awesome connected style lifestyle community with tons of thoughtful design, and the community is very close to many freeway connections for work and play. So the Preserve at Marks Creek definitely strikes that perfect balance between convenience and outdoor charm. The next community is Forestville Yard by Davidson Homes, which is another new community adding fresh momentum to the Forestville Road corridor in Knightdale. The median home price here is again favorable at $410,000 as of February 2026. And this neighborhood focuses on modern, functional, single-family homes with open concept layouts. Spacious kitchens with large islands, flex rooms, and energy-efficient features that today's buyers like you definitely expect. The architecture kind of leans clean and contemporary with practical floor plans designed for everyday living rather than oversized formality. It appeals strongly to first-time buyers, relocations, and some move-up buyers who want construction in Wake County without pushing it into the higher luxury price tiers. What makes Forestville Yard especially attractive is its location. You're positioned just minutes from Knightdale Station Park, which you have local retail and dining along Smithfield Road and direct access to the I-540 again, US 64 and the I-87, making commuting into Raleigh quick and convenient. While it doesn't have a ton of amenities right in the community, you are very close to Knightdale Station Park, which you have Burn Body Boot Camp, Prime Barbecue, Oak City Brewery, one of our favorites, El Jimador, and the Depot, which is right down the street. Knightdale Station Park has really become the heartbeat of the town, and the surrounding community, Knightdale Station, which includes homes built by dream finders. And dream finders has definitely benefited tremendously from that location. Dream Finders has consistently ranked, which you're going to notice with a lot of these builders, as one of the top home builders nationally. It's actually earned recognition as the #1 rated builder in customer satisfaction in multiple markets. And their presence here definitely elevated the design and energy of the neighborhood. What makes this area different isn't just the homes, it's the lifestyle right outside your front door. The median home price in Knightdale Station Park is around $507,000 as of February 2026, and you're just steps from the 70+ acre Knightdale Station Park with walking trails, a splash pad, playgrounds, athletic fields, dog parks, open green space, food trucks, concerts, and year-round town events. There's also nearby retail, dining, and everyday conveniences within minutes. It creates something buyers are actively looking for right now. True walkability paired with newer construction. You're not just buying a house there, you're actually buying into one of the most activated community hubs in Wake County, which is a lifestyle. So the real question becomes, do you want pools and clubhouse living, park proximity, or entry-level accessibility? Do me a favor, drop that in the comments so we can talk about it on our next video. What lifestyle would you choose? Now let's talk about something that doesn't always get mentioned. Commercial momentum. Legacy Oaks has been one of the major mixed-use conversations in town, and the continued expansion on discussions has kept attention on retail, office, and lifestyle additions. Also, Village Gate and other retail office hubs are bringing more and more service businesses, dining, and everyday conveniences closer to residents. This definitely matters because one of the old cons of Knightdale was you have to drive to Raleigh for everything. And that's becoming less and less true every year. Knightdale has quietly built one of the strongest trail networks on the east side of Wake County. And the centerpiece is the Mingo Creek Trail. This paved greenway runs through Knightdale Station Park and stretches for several miles along Mingo Creek, winding through wooded areas, open green spaces, and nearby neighborhoods, which is awesome. It's wide enough for both cyclists and walkers, making it ideal for morning runs, family bike rides, or evening strolls that our family does often. And one of the biggest advantages is how it connects to residential communities directly into Knightdale Station Park. So you can access playgrounds, splash pads, dog parks, athletic fields, and community events without getting into your car. Even more impressive is the connectivity beyond town limits. The Mingo Creek Trail ties into the large Neuse River Greenway system, and it's one of the longest paved trail networks in North Carolina, stretching more than 27 miles from Falls Lake through Raleigh and down toward Clayton. Through these connections, residents can tap into Raleigh's expanding capital area greenway network, opening up long-distance cycling and running routes well beyond Knightdale itself. And even though we don't have 4-lane roads all over the place, you will see 40 bicyclists going on a ride. It's pretty awesome, and they are definitely enjoying all these trails that we're talking about. It's more than just a local walking path, it's actually part of the regional outdoor infrastructure that continues to expand as Knightdale grows. And here's the balancing act. Growth brings convenience, but it also brings construction cycles and temporary congestion. And if you're someone who wants zero development around you, Knightdale might not work for you because they are definitely growing. But if you want to get into a town that's still early in its upward curve, this is exactly when people tend to position themselves the right way. Let's shift into lifestyle outside of the subdivisions. Some of our favorite Pope Farms offers seasonal events like the pumpkin patches, pick your strawberries, eggs, and family activities that give Knightdale that small town agricultural feel. And they have a lot of cool things to look at, like their Black Angus cattle, their belted Galloway cows, hogs, chickens, and donkeys. And it's very cool for the kiddos. The next place we take our family is Haven Farms, and they host the annual Heritage Fest, and also have vendor markets on the weekends, special music performances, weddings, events, community gatherings, and they have a very cool indoor market with a coffee bar, a wine bar, place to get some beer. You can also get plant medicine, great local jams, and local goodies. They also have goats, donkeys, chicken, sheep, and once in a while, alpacas. It's one of those places that makes the town feel connected. The next place that we love is Grasshopper Farms, and it gives you another local, family-friendly outdoor experience with events and seasonal attractions for the kids and the family. And some of the events are the spring and summer You Pick Strawberry Patch, the awesome 4-acre corn maze, and the pumpkin patch with hay rides. Also, they have winter Christmas trees and wreaths, and they also have another country store and market with products from North Carolina like jams, honey, farm fresh eggs, and Amish butter. Also, they have an awesome ice cream shop and they serve milkshakes that our kids love. And these are the kind of amenities that don't show up on a spreadsheet, but absolutely affect your quality of life. Knightdale is also one of the fastest growing municipalities in Wake County. And that growth is pulling in more than just small businesses. It's pulling in more services, more community programs, and more everything. But here's the honest con, because Knightdale is growing quickly, some areas still feel like they're catching up aesthetically. You'll see newer construction next to older retail. You'll see growth corridors that are still transitioning. Some buyers love that because it signals appreciation potential. Others prefer fully matured towns like Cary or Apex. So again, this comes down to personal fit. When my family moved here 8 years ago from Southern California, sight unseen, we definitely underestimated how much future growth patterns would matter. Now, us being boots on the ground, we definitely have the advantage of helping clients look beyond just the house and think about the next 5 to 10 years. And that's especially important in Knightdale, because between highway access, mixed-use expansion, Mingo Creek growth, and retail additions, this town is not slowing down. Now here's something most people haven't locked in yet. There are newer sections and expansions happening quietly that aren't quite getting the headline attention. Little smaller pockets near growth corridors, near park access, and near future retail nodes. And our buyers who understand and that timing often puts themselves in a stronger long-term position. So would you rather buy in the most talked about neighborhood or the one just before everyone's starting to talk about it? That's the difference between following demand and anticipating it. Knightdale isn't perfect, it's growing, it's evolving, and it definitely has construction zones and momentum at the same time. But it also offers some of the best highway access in the Triangle, strong price positioning compared to other Wake County towns, park-centric living, and expanding retail and mixed-use development that's changing the long-term outlook. If you're thinking about making a move here, don't just look at the photos online. You need to understand what's really happening, and you can't get that from Google or ChatGPT. We, unfortunately, learned that the hard way when we moved from Southern California 8 years ago, sight unseen. Now, we're boots on the ground every day, helping families navigate and relocate this market strategically. So if you're looking at Knightdale or any of the suburbs around the Triangle, we would love to help you. Our number is right here on the screen. Call, text, or email us anytime. And if you're still in research mode, awesome, no pressure. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can get our weekly updates on all the new changes in the Triangle. Also, check out our sister channel, Life in Raleigh NC, where we have hundreds of videos about everything from homes, food, entertainment, and so much more. Also, don't forget to grab our free buyer and seller relocation guides in the description box. It'll definitely help you make your move frictionless, and it's something that Brandy and I wish we had. That's why we made it. And if you'd rather us send it to you, just DM us and we'll send you the link. And until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.